Off-roading is the art of driving or riding a vehicle on unsurfaced roads or tracks, made of materials such as sand, gravel, riverbeds, mud, snow, rocks, and other natural terrain. The thrills are unparalleled, and the challenges are as diverse as the terrains themselves. You might find yourself teetering on the edge of a sand dune, navigating a rocky mountain trail, or sloshing through a muddy forest path. Each terrain presents its unique set of obstacles and requires a distinct set of skills. But here's the paradox: despite its adrenaline-fueled reputation, sometimes off-roading isn't about going faster or harder. Sometimes it's about slowing down, easing off the throttle, and taking a more measured approach. So how does an off-roader navigate this paradox? Ever wondered why it's easier to walk on a deflated air mattress than a fully inflated one? Particularly as it relates to off-roading and tire pressure. You see, the principle at work here is all about distribution of weight over a larger surface area. Imagine standing on a balloon. If it's fully inflated, your weight is concentrated on a small area, making it more likely to pop. The same concept applies when we talk about tire pressure. A fully inflated tire has less contact area with the ground. This means that the weight of your vehicle is concentrated on a smaller surface area, leading to less traction. Now, what happens when we reduce the tire pressure? The tire flattens out a bit, increasing the contact area with the ground. In off-roading terms, this is called airing down. When you air down your tires, you essentially increase their footprint on the ground, spreading the weight of your vehicle over a larger surface area. This results in more traction, which is crucial when you're dealing with rocky or muddy terrains. Think of it like this: when you're walking on a sandy beach, it's easier to walk with flat feet than on your tiptoes, right? That's because your weight is distributed over a larger area, making it easier to move without sinking into the sand. A similar principle applies to your off-road vehicle's tires. By airing down, you allow the tires to conform better to the terrain, wrapping around obstacles rather than trying to go over them. This not only provides better traction, but also a smoother ride as the tires can absorb more of the terrain's roughness. So, the airing down can be the difference between being stuck in the mud and cruising on through. Now that we know why we should air down, let's talk about how and when to do it. First things first, you'll need a tire deflator. There are different types available, but they all essentially do the same job, which is to let the air out of your tires quickly and safely. Some are more sophisticated with built-in pressure gauges and automatic stop functions, but even the simplest model will do the trick. Once you've started, it's crucial to monitor the pressure. Now here's where the when comes into play. The ideal pressure depends on the terrain. For rocky trails or uneven surfaces, aim for about 15 to 20 pounds per square inch, PSI. This will allow your tires to conform around the rocks and provide better traction. If you're tackling sand, lower pressures increase your tire's footprint, meaning you'll float on top of the sand or mud rather than sinking in. However, beware. Airing down too much can lead to a tire coming off the rim, and that's a headache you don't want. High speeds, keep your tire pressure high. Low tire pressure on these surfaces can cause excessive tire wear and negatively impact fuel economy. Also, remember to air back up as soon as you're done off-roading. So, there you have it. A simple step-by-step guide on how to air down your tires for off-roading. It's a small step that can make a big difference in your off-roading experience. Remember, knowing when and how to air down can make your off-roading experience a lot smoother. So, before you go out and conquer the wild, here are the key points to remember. Understanding your terrain is crucial. The same principle applies to off-roading. Know your battlefield. Next, remember the benefits of airing down. However, airing down is not a set-it-and-forget-it deal. It requires monitoring and adjusting. Like a good chef, you need to add the right amount of air or lack thereof for the perfect off-road recipe. And lastly, always practice good off-roading etiquette. Respect the environment, prioritize safety, and remember, we're all here to have a good time.